stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Welcome guys, back to another video. Today, we're reviewing FNAF 2. So, FNAF 2 is a new movie made by Blumhouse. It is a sequel to, of course, FNAF. Came out in 2023. And one of my most anticipated of the year. I always said that I thought this was going to be much better than the first one. But I've always had that little part of me that thought this was going to be horrible, and just not what people thought, not as good as what people thought it was going to be. And walking out of it, second theory was right. I was horribly disappointed with this movie. It is fun bad, though. It is fun bad. I went to go see it with, like, my two best friends. And the only way I was going to get entertained by that movie is watching it with them. Oh, my gosh, this cereal is good. It's the Stranger Things cereal. Like, if they weren't there, man, that movie would have been a slog. Dude. Oh, God. I'm sorry for anyone that liked this. Like, and I love the lore. I'm not a hater. I love the FNAF games. I love the FNAF lore. But I can even say that this movie was not good. I'm going to give FNAF 2 an F. It's not good, dude. F to an F minus. Like, an F. Dude. Where do I even begin? I'm probably going to make a spoiler review for this down the line, because so much stuff in this movie that I need to talk about that I despised. Some stuff that were pretty good, but probably going to touch up on that in this, because every single thing that was good was not spoilery, so. At all. The marionette's cool. I will get that out of the way. The marionette carries this movie. The marionette, when she's in this, she basically can, like, mimic people. I think that's a part of the games, I remember. And cool part of the movie. Oh gosh, I'm already thinking about negatives. I'm trying to get these positives out of the way first. It looks cool, like the cinematography. I know my parents hate when I say that, but it's the term, so I mean, it's whatever. It looks cool. It has, like, a dark setting. It's for the most of the movie. Sometimes it's in the daylight, but mostly it's in the dark, and pretty cool looking. Pretty cool. The animatronics, for when you get them, they're pretty cool. Not as much as I actually wanted. This movie should have been a lot longer than it was, because rushed plot. Okay, we'll get there. But yeah, the animatronics were cool up until certain scenes. Ski Ulrich character was good for the one scene that he was in. Oh my gosh, I'm already getting into the negatives. There was some funny lines. Again, Matthew Lillard, he would care, like, really good in this movie. Well, but we'll get to that negative here in a little bit. The kills were cool. They really pushed the PG-13 rating, and I was happy with it. When a certain character got killed, me and my friends started clapping. I think the theater got a little... Well, the people in the theater got a little mad at us. We were laughing and cheering the whole time, but I don't really care. Let us have fun. Come on. I will let you have fun. That kid that was there when we watched the Minecraft movie, I let him have fun. I wanted to choke him, but, like, I didn't. You know, I had the urge, but I didn't. Come on now, I'm better than that. But yeah, I'm trying to think of more positives. I really am. Um, it carries the story from the first movie decently. No, it doesn't. Um, the fan service is good, but again, it's fan service. Y'all, I think it's time for negatives. I think it's time to get into it. Y'all, time. Cheers. That's a good combo. Apple juice, cereal. It's actually not bad. Here we go. We got to put the glasses on for this. This is a rant. If you know, my roast reviews are rants of me going off on every movie, every part of the movie that I don't like. I did this for Fixed. I did this for Hell of a Summer. I've done this for a few movies this year, more than I did last year. But this is probably the final roast review of the year, so let's make it a good one. Starting off, the dialogue and the acting in this movie is absolutely horrible. It's atrocious. The acting, I'm sorry, but the kid, Abby, not to sound mean or anything, but she's not good. I can see her potential, but people came up to me after I watched the movie, after I said that her acting was bad. They're like, she's just a kid. I'm like, first off, she's almost like she's a teenager. She's not just like 10 years old. Second off, watch the first season of Stranger Things and then come back and talk to me. Watch Welcome to Derry and then come back and talk to me. The dialogue in this movie was not good. The only times that it was actually funny, except like for the exception of a few lines, like I said, the only reasons it was funny is because like it was so stupid or so cheesy that I was just like, wow, that's dumb. The whole thing they do with the animatronics closer to the end, and if you know, you know. I'm going to make a spoiler review and I'll mention it then too. That whole thing is terrible. The villain of this, the villain, kinda, whatever you want to call him, he's horrible. Matthew Lillard, he's great, but he's only in flashbacks. He's only in it for like 5 minutes. And that made me mad. Skeet Ulrich, again, only in one scene, made me really, really mad. They had the plot holes the size of Asia. Nothing in this movie made sense. I was confused, being confused after confused, and it wasn't because of the fan service, because we'll get to that in a second, but the fan service I got, the stuff that was in the lore, I got the Circus Baby reference, I got all of these references, I knew what it was doing, but it wasn't good. I'm one of the few fans, because I've been hearing that the fans love it, the non-fans hate it. I am a fan of the games, I'm a fan of the lore, I'm a fan of everything FNAF stands for, and I still hated this movie. The fan service drove me crazy, because they thought just because they gave you a character and they didn't even say their name, that everyone would know it. And then Blumhouse had the nerve to go on social media and be like, oh, for the critics giving it this score, it's just not for you. Then who's it for? The fans? Then don't make it a movie. The games are for the fans. You don't need to make it a movie. What do you think the critics are going to do? Like, Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, their whole thing is to critique. And you're mad. Jason Blum, I swear, dude. You're cool, but man, the ideas the stuff you think about, like, it's not for you. Huh. Okay. But yeah, the fan service in here was crazy. There was some stuff that, like, non-fans would be, like, fine with, and it'd be like, oh, it's just part of the lore that we'll learn about eventually. And you do, for none of it. again, I cannot get into a lot of stuff without saying spoilers because there's so many things I could pick apart right now, but it's spoilers. The stuff they eventually do with Marionette, horrible. Stuff they eventually do with the animatronics, horrible. The stuff they do with the Withered animatronics, the entire movie is horrible. The stuff they did with Vanessa, didn't like. Well, okay. Positive. You gotta take the glasses off. Here's another positive. The intro scene was awesome. It peaked at the intro. The first scene was awesome. Well, actually, the intro was awesome, and then the first scene was awesome. The intro was Matthew Lillard going up to a mic saying, "Are you ready to start the show? 10, 9." It was actually pretty cool. And then the first scene, I'll get into what it was in spoilers, but that first scene, peak. And there's another scene down the road with like a ghost investigation that you saw in the trailers that I thought was going to be the opening scene, but it ended up being like down the road. That was a decent scene, but other than that, time to put the glasses back on. Oh my gosh. This cereal I enjoy more. So me and my dad came home, and we straight away wanted to watch something else. So we started watching Naked Gun, because we haven't seen it yet. And the first 5 minutes is better than FNAF 2 as a whole. Again, I'm sorry if you like this movie. I'm not even just like trying to trash on. I'm just pointing out simple flaws that anyone could see. But again, fans are just gonna be fans, and I'm not gonna be mad at them. I'm a fan of the lore. I'm a fan of the games. I play the games. I literally look back on my channel. I played the new one. I played Secret of the Mimic. I literally play the games. I played Secret of the Mimic. No, I meant Security Breach when it came out. There's also a Security Breach reference in here. And I think that's where they're going with the next movie, sadly. So I don't like Security Breach. I do like Secret of the Mimic. That was a good game. It took me a while to beat, but I beat it. Oh my gosh. My throat's dry. I gotta get ready because I'm trying to go on a rant. We're about to go on a rant again. Oh, you should just wait for the spoiler. You know what? We'll save the glasses for the spoiler review because that thing is gonna be horrible for anyone that loved that movie. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my probably, other than the spoiler review for this, probably the last roast review of the year. Because I did watch another movie that really shocked me of how pretty decent it was. I watched it yesterday, and it really set the tone of how much I was going to dislike this. So I'm glad that was a surprise, but I'm not glad that this wasn't. I'll just go ahead and tell you, A Very Jonas Christmas. Not excited for that movie at all. I watched it last night because I was like, I got to get some Christmas content in. Because I promise you guys, the Christmas content is coming. You're getting a Hot Chocolate vlog, Good Fortune review, a Very Jonas Christmas review, The Grinch review, Home Alone review, Christmas Vacation review, Christmas haul whenever Christmas is done. I already said the Hot Chocolate vlog, ranking Christmas movies, top 10 Christmas movies. You're getting Christmas content, I promise you. So I had to watch that to get a video out for you. I was pleasantly surprised. I'll get more on that in the review, but yeah, FNAF 2, big disappointment. Yes, I just ate that off the floor. 5-second rule. And it's not dirty right now. We just swept and mopped. We good. But make sure you like, subscribe to the video. Comment down below, listen to videos. I'll see y'all in the next vid. I hope you like this movie. I really do. I'm not. Peace.